Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here again today with another video, one that I'm really super excited to film. I'm in my living room. I have on my cozy clothes. I have PJs, sweats on. I have some tea. It's iced tea because I think regular tea is disgusting. I'm actually even gonna sit like a 5-year-old here and sit crisscross applesauce because this is a super casual, intimate moment between you and me. I'm excited to film this video because, as you can probably tell by the title, I'm finally going to be talking about something that I'm really passionate about. The whole reason I even started a YouTube channel or want to start a YouTube channel, the whole reason I'm even here, motherhood, life as a young mom. That is what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to be talking about how to survive as a young mother, things that I did, things that I learned in my journey of being pregnant at 19 to hopefully help you guys, give you guys some hope, give you guys some peace of mind, give you guys some advice, give you guys some information. So I'm praying and hoping that this video is helpful to anyone that's watching, and I'm really excited to film it. I can't even express that enough. Let's just get into it. I'm really excited. Step 1, the first thing that you need to stop doing. These aren't in any specific order, but this is the first thing that you need to do. This is the only step that's in a specific order. Step 1 is you need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. If you feel sorry for yourself in any way, cut it out. It's cut, it's done. We're not doing that. That's done and over with. I know the feeling when you first look at that stick and you are pregnant, you're young, you know, younger than what people say you should be pregnant at, or younger than what you know most moms are when they're having kids. You're not ready. I get that feeling. You start thinking about yourself and you start thinking about feeling bad for yourself. Wow, I'm not going to be able to do A, B, and C. Wow, I'm not going to be able to do this. Wow, this is going to be really hard for me. This is going to be, bad. That's what you're thinking. You know, I'm going to miss out on so many things. I'm going to miss out on this. I'm going to miss out on this. People are going to be doing this around me. I won't be able to do that. I'm pregnant now. And I get it. I've been there, and you are entitled to that moment of like having it hit you. However, the minute that you've decided, I'm doing this, I'm going to be a mom, because you do have that choice, and the minute you see that stick and you decide, you know, this is what I'm gonna do, the feeling sorry for yourself has to go out the window. It's over, it's done. We're not accepting that kind of attitude. We're not accepting it from ourselves, and we're not gonna accept it from other people. Other people are going to be looking at you in your situation, and they're going to be feeling bad for you. And as moms, the minute that we decided to be a mother, we have to just kind of shut that down. We're not going to accept any negativity towards what we're going through right now. Just shut it down. You know, people are going to look at you and say like, congratulations, this is going to be really hard. Like, how are you doing? You know, I'm great. I'm fine. I've made this decision. It's happening, you know, and you're just going to attack it with positive thoughts. Don't let anyone talk down on you. Don't let anyone kind of make you feel bad for what you're going through, or make you feel like you should be feeling sorry for yourself, or they should be feeling sorry for you. No. So the next piece of advice that I have for young moms is to make a plan and go for it. I know it's stressful to kind of just take everything in that's happening to you right now. You're probably really worried, and that's all normal and that's all fine. But my recommendation is to sit, have a moment with yourself, make a plan for what you want your life to look like in these next couple of years, and then just go at it full force and execute that plan. When I found out I was pregnant, there was certain things that I needed to accomplish. I had practically no money. I was living with my parents, with my dad. I didn't have a car. Like he and I shared a car, and here I was like full on like pregnant. And it just came to me one day where I was like, you know what, this is what I need to do. I want to get a car, I want to get my own place, and I want to travel. Like, you know, these are the things that I decided were important to me, goals that I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to have reliable transportation for me and my daughter so that I could work and get to point A and point B without needing anybody. You know, I really wanted a nice, stable car that, you know, I knew wouldn't break down on me every 5 seconds because I couldn't afford to fix it, you know, and I didn't know how to change a tire. Like, I really needed stability in my transportation. So that was like my number one goal. I really wanted to live in my own place. That was another goal of mine. At that point in my life, I was living with my dad, but then we decided as a family, or I decided that I was going to take up Jared's parents' offer to move into their house. They had room for us, but we were living out of Jared's childhood bedroom for 2 years. So a huge priority of mine was to like get my own place. And the next thing that I wanted to do was not give up on my own dreams that I wanted, you know, to travel, to live like, you know, a normal life, take my daughter on vacation, take her to see things, you know, and do all those things. So those were the 3 things that were really, really important to me at the time. And I decided I was going to give myself 3 years to make that happen. You know, the first year I was going to focus on getting a car, and I did. The second year I was going to get my own place, and I did. And then the third year I really wanted to travel, and I did. I've done all those things. You know, I've done all the things that I set my mind to. Was it immediate? No. This is going to be a long-term plan that you're going to create for yourself. You have to realize that in this situation that you're in, it's not a race. And if it is a race, it's a marathon. It's gonna take a long time to get from point A to point B, you know, and that's fine and that's normal. And what you have to do is just not give up, and you will find a way to make the things that you want happen, but you have to set realistic goals. If I had given myself those 3 goals and said, I want that all by the end of the year or by 1 year, that would have been like not realistic for me in my situation. You know, based on finances and work and everything that I had to work with, that wasn't, you know, feasible for me at the time. But I could do one thing a year. I know if I dedicated and put my head down and hustled for a year, I could get a car. And then if I put my head down and hustled for another year, I could get an apartment. And then if I hustled and, you know, made it happen another year, I could travel or take a trip with my daughter that I really wanted to take, which we did. So definitely think about what's important to you, make a plan, and set a realistic goal for that to happen. And it doesn't have to be in the order that I did. Maybe an apartment is really, really a priority for you first. Focus on that. Maybe a car is, focus on that. Maybe school is, focus on that. Hustle, focus, put your head down, make this plan and stick to it and make it happen. Pull your resources, pull all your resources together. Any support system that you have, now's the time. Put out the bat signal. Hey y'all, need help having a baby. Help me. For me, of course, everyone's situation is different. The amount of help that some people have is not the amount of help that other people have, and that's totally, again, normal and fine. For me, it was family members. We had a really supportive family, really supportive parents who helped us, you know, accomplish all the things that we wanted to accomplish, provided daycare, provided, you know, free childcare for us, allowed me to have a flexible schedule to work, and just really gave us a lot of help. But it doesn't always have to be a family member. There are so many resources out there for women and children, and all you have to do is take some time and research. So definitely do recommend the Women, Infant, Children program. That's a program that I use that really helped me get food and milk and formula for my daughter when I needed it most. There are programs all kinds of government programs that you can do, childcare subsidies to help pay for childcare so you can work. Just do the research, take the time, and pull together all your resources, whether it's people, whether it's programs and assistance, whether it's, you know, baby items, and figure out, okay, this is how I'm gonna make it happen. You know, my mom has offered to do this for me. My dad has offered to do this for me. My aunt has offered to do this for me. You know, whoever. And even if you don't have anyone who has offered to do anything for you, that's fine. Make it work. This is a program that I found that's gonna help me get formula. This is a program that I found that's gonna help me pay for daycare so I can work. This is a program that I found that's gonna help me pay my rent. Like, you know, there's stuff out there for you to find. You know, this is a group that I found that I can join of other young mothers in my position. This is a group that I found that, you know, I don't know, donates clothes to mothers in need. This is a group. Find what you can. Pull together your resources. Don't be ashamed to get help. Don't be ashamed to ask for help or accept help. You know, I'm that way. I'm very prideful. I didn't want to ask anyone for help. I just wanted everyone to think that I was fine. I didn't need any help, blah, blah, blah. But that wasn't realistic for me. And the truth is, if it wasn't for the help that was offered to me and that I accepted, you know, I definitely would not be where I am today, you know? So don't be too prideful to accept the help. Of course, don't take advantage of anyone, because that's a whole other thing, you know, but if people are offering help, definitely accept it. Hey, I am doing nothing from Monday through Friday at this time. I can watch the baby. Thank you, you know, so much. If it's someone that you trust, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to do research. Don't be afraid to apply to programs. Like, there is no rules. All is fair in love and war. This is for your baby. This is going to make your child's life better. This is going to benefit them. So do what you can to pull together as many resources as possible. The next thing I want to talk about is postponing is not missing. Always remember this as a young mom. You are going to have to postpone a lot of things, and that's okay. But missing, you don't have to do that. Everyone is going to be telling you, or you may even be telling yourself, wow, you're gonna miss this. You're gonna miss this. You're gonna miss graduation. You're gonna miss college. You're gonna miss school. You're gonna miss hanging out with us. You're gonna miss partying with us. You're gonna miss this, this, this. Not necessarily. You may have to postpone those things for a little while, depending on your situation. And yes, a lot of those things on your list that you wanted to accomplish may have to wait, and that's fine. And it's just postponed until further notice. You're not missing anything. You're gonna be at school, you're gonna graduate, you're gonna travel, you're gonna have this, you're gonna have that. It's gonna take you a little bit, it may take you a while, you're gonna have to get your footing. That's normal and that's fine, but it's gonna happen for you. And that is something I wish I would have told myself when I was pregnant. I could not stop thinking about all the things that I was going to be missing, and although I knew the sacrifice was gonna be worth it, I was feeling bad for missing things, and I wish I would have just told myself, you're not missing anything, it's just on hold for a sec, you're fine. So my next piece of advice is know who to tune in and who to tune out. You're going to be getting so much advice, some that you asked for and some that you didn't. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. People are going to give their opinion, people are going to give you advice. I laugh about it now because I can name at least 5 situations where I have gotten advice from a mother or from anyone, and like as they're giving you the advice, you can like see their kid behind them like doing the complete opposite of what they tell you that they do. You're gonna be getting advice and you're gonna be seeing the person and like, really? You're giving me that advice? You just gotta know who to tune in and who to tune out. Pick people for advice that you really, really trust, and when you ask that advice, that's the advice that you should let in. Any unsolicited advice, you know, just say thank you and keep it moving. It's up to you whether you listen to it or not. It's your child. You're gonna do what you feel is best at the end of the day, and yeah, you are gonna get that unsolicited advice and listen to it, hear it, and then just decide if that works for you or not. You're not forced to do anything, any specific way that anyone else feels necessary but you. Whatever you feel is best for your child is what's gonna get done, and that's it, point blank, period. Nothing else to talk about. Like, listen to the advice. Thank you so much for your advice, because I'm sure it's coming from a really honest and warm place, or at least I like to assume so. Not always the case. Sometimes, you know, a piece of unsolicited advice is actually really great advice, but most of the time it's not. It's just the way that someone wants me to do something, and I'm not really interested in doing it that way. Sorry. Anytime that you ask someone for advice, chances are it's because you know what you need to hear. You know that you're going to someone that you trust, and you know what you need advice on. And you know, you may think that you got it in the other areas, and when you get that advice in those other areas, it can be really annoying. But you know, hear them out, say thank you, and you decide for yourself what's best for your child. Follow your intuition. The minute, I guarantee you, the minute you're pregnant, before you even know you're pregnant, your intuition is like here, ready to go. It exists. You have like mom powers, basically. You know what's best in your heart from the beginning to the end for your baby. Trust that intuition. It is so strong. It is nature's way of helping us raise babies and helping them survive in the world. You know, it's God's way of talking to you. Your intuition is everything. Trust it, believe it, tune into it, use it. It's yours. Believe it, use it, do it. Yeah, I can't say anything else. Trust your intuition, trust your gut. It's really self-explanatory, and if you're a mom, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You're gonna be like, wow, yes, okay, I'm going to do that. It's so easy when you're a young mom to doubt yourself and doubt yourself and doubt yourself and doubt yourself, doubt. And it's natural because the world is doubting you, your parents are doubting you, your mom is doubting you, your mother-in-law is doubting you. Everyone is just looking at you like, Believe in yourself. I'm telling you, you have everything within you that you need to be a mom right now. You have the strength, you have the intuition, and you're gonna make it happen. You have the determination, you have everything. You just have everything. You can do this. Just listen to your body, listen to yourself, and do what you want to do, because I promise you, that's the way that you're gonna feel the happiest. It's how you're gonna be the most productive. It's how you're gonna feel the most comfortable, and it's only gonna benefit your baby. Listen to yourself, believe in yourself. You have what it takes to be a mom. I can't stress this enough. Your age doesn't matter. Your situation doesn't matter. Those are all things that are irrelevant. If you have decided to become a mom, you can do this. You got it. Point blank, period. What matters is that you decided that you are pregnant. You decided that you want to be a mom. You decided that you want to have this baby. You're going to make it happen. Watch. Motherhood is just one giant, humongous, lifelong sacrifice. Honestly, you're giving up everything. Do you like privacy? Bye. Do you like peeing with the door closed? Bye. Do you like eating all your food when it's nice and warm and by yourself and peace and quiet? Bye. Do you like sleeping in your bed alone? Bye. Everything is gone. Sacrifices will definitely have to be made, and it's okay. I'm telling you, it's worth it. And I'm telling you that although it is a sacrifice, I guarantee you, it won't even feel like one. You know, you're not even gonna remember the times where you had privacy. You're not even gonna remember the times where you could eat food on your own in peace. You're not even gonna remember any of those things, because you just love your child so much that all those little sacrifices that you're making, all those big sacrifices that you're making, don't even matter. They pale in comparison. So yes, prepare for some sacrifices, but also prepare for a lot of happiness, a lot of love. And although you're going to be sacrificing things, what you're getting in return is so much better. You're going to feel that way. So don't panic about having to make sacrifices. Yes, you will have to make sacrifices for the rest of your life, but it's fine. It's worth it. You're not even gonna feel it. You're not even gonna feel like sacrifices because you just love your kid that much. It's gonna be hard work. It's gonna be really, really hard. I'm not going to sit in front of this camera and lie. It's gonna be emotionally hard. It's gonna be physically hard. It's going to be spiritually hard. Motherhood is hard. It's really, really hard. But it's just incomparable to what you're going to feel. The hardships are like this, and it's really, really hard. And the love and happiness and like everything is like this. They're not even remotely close. I will do this a trillion million more times for this, you know. I would go through everything that I have gone through. I would go through every struggle, and it's so many. I get so emotional talking about it because it really is so hard, you know, to be a mom so young, and you just feel like in your heart you're not ready. And you know, this has just happened to you out of the blue. And although, you know, of course we're young, we're not stupid, you know, you did the deed and you know, you knew what could happen and you're in the situation, that is a given. But regardless, it's still a shock and it's still really, really hard. But what you're about to do and what you have received and what you will receive is like just unexplainable. You have received such a blessing that some people in this world yearn for more than anything. Some people in this world will pay lots of money for. Like, it's just, to be able to have a child is such a blessing. To be able to be a mom is such a blessing. The happiness is incomparable. It's the happiest you'll ever feel. It's the most fulfilled that you will ever feel, and it's worth everything. Do your research. Research as much as you can on being a mom. That helped me so much and gave me so much peace of mind, watching videos about moms, how to be a mom, birth story, how to give birth. Dude, that brought me so much peace of mind, feeling like I was studying and learning how to be a mom, watching videos, reading articles, reading books, doing research, talking to people, finding young moms, what were other young moms saying. YouTube was such a huge resource for me. It's like an open encyclopedia of moms and their experience and how they did it. Everything from telling your parents that you're pregnant to actually giving birth to life after birth with a newborn weekly updates. There is just like buckets and buckets of information, and the more that you inform yourself, the better that you're going to feel, the more at ease you're going to feel, the more things you're going to learn to kind of expect or be ready for. I learned so many things that I didn't even know that I was going to have to expect, and I was ready for them because I did my research early. I have heard of this happening to other women before, and I was ready when it happened to me, or I would have been ready if it did happen to me. Do as much research as you can, read as much as you can. If you're not a reader, watch as many videos on YouTube as you can. That is such a great platform for you to learn, and do your own research and find things that you think are going to work for you. You know yourself the best. You know, watch a video and wow, this part didn't work for me. I can't do what that girl did, but this part, that is really gonna work for me. Or that part, yeah, I'm gonna implement that in my life because that is right up my alley. Like, you know yourself the best. Advice is great, but your own research is invaluable in a moment like this. Nothing brought me more comfort and nothing brought me more peace of mind than watching YouTube videos and doing research on becoming a mom. It was all I could think about doing every second of the day. I would be up all hours of the night just watching videos, because all I could think about was being pregnant and being young and not knowing. And with every single video that I read, that I watched, with every single article that I read, I felt so much better and so much more prepared because I was doing my own research on these things, and I just felt like I was, getting informed. That is such a big reason why I'm even sitting in front of this camera today. Like, YouTube research got me through my pregnancy. I'm not even kidding. Nothing anyone could have said to me, nothing anyone could have done for me, like, would have gotten me through this pregnancy if it wasn't for all the research I did and everything that I did to make myself feel comfortable and make myself well-informed, or as well-informed as I could be. And I preach about YouTube right now because I just think that is such a great resource, because it's coming from real women who have done it, real girls, real people my age, younger than me, older than me, who have done it. But articles, you know, books, like, you know, go through every, you know, resource that you can and do your research. I thought YouTube was best for me, but do what works for you. You know, if watching videos makes you feel good and makes you feel better, do that. If reading books is better for you, do that, but do your own research. I can't stress it enough. It's going to be so calming and so relaxing for you and really help you get through this pregnancy or get through motherhood when you are getting information, and, you know, putting yourself at ease because you feel like you're better prepared now. I think that is it. That is all she wrote. That is all the advice. Not all, but that is some of my biggest tips for surviving young motherhood. These are the things that I wish someone had told me when I was newly pregnant at 19 years old. These are the things that I wish that I really would have internalized more and practiced myself. This is the advice that I would give to any friend or close friend or sister or anyone that's going through this right now. This is it. These are my tips. I'm really, really hoping that this video helped you in some way. I'm hoping that you feel a little bit better and a little bit more empowered about being pregnant, being young. It's okay. You got this. You can do this. You know, no matter what I say, no matter what your mom says, your brother says, your grandma says, no matter what anyone says, do what's best for you. You got this. You've decided to be a mom, and it's going to be a great decision, and it's going to be probably one of the best decisions you've ever made in your entire life. So that's it for this video, you guys. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a comment. I love reading what you guys have to say. And don't forget to also sign up for notifications. If you really like these videos and you want to see more of these videos, you can click on the bell below. It'll tell you the next time that I post a video, and you'll be one of the first ones to watch it. So again, thank you so much, you guys, for coming to my channel, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye.